So it's paper November 2015, or if your O-level additional mathematics, course code is 4031, and we are going to attempt paper 13. So let's start. Question number 2. Solve 2 cos square 3x minus pi over 4 equals to 1 for 0 till pi over 3. First, make sure that your calculators are in radian mode for solving this question. At first, we need to shift 2 on the right side, so it will be cos square of 3x minus pi over 4 is equals to 1 over 2. And then we need to apply under root on both sides, so it will be cos square and 1 over 2. So we will get cos 3x minus pi over 4 is equals to plus minus under root of 1 over 2. Alright. Now we are dealing with both of the sign plus and minus. That means we are going to consider all four quadrants. So for positive, cos is positive in the first quadrant and in the fourth quadrant, and cos is negative in second quadrant and third quadrant. So we are going to consider all the quadrants. Secondly, range in this question has been modified. It's 3x minus pi over 4. So what I will find first, I will find out the new domain for it. So when it was x, so we got the intervals from 0 to pi over 3. But we have the modified domain, it is 3x minus pi over 4. So what we need to do, we need to place the value for x, the lower value and the upper value in this interval. So if we place x is equals to 0, it will be 3 times 0 minus pi over 4, and if we place x 3 pi over 3, it will be 3 pi over 3 minus pi over 4. What I did is, I just placed the lower value into the x and got the lower interval, and I placed upper value into x to got the upper interval. And after that it will be, so we can say that 3x minus pi over 4, the lower value it will be minus pi over 4, and the upper value it will be pi minus pi over 4, that will be 3 pi over 4. Now that is our interval. We need to travel from negative pi over 4 to 3 pi over 4. And to make it simple, pi over 4 it is minus 45 degree, and 3 pi over 4, so 45, 90 and 135. It's 135 degrees. That means we need to travel either in the fourth quadrant because of negative direction, and second quadrant because of the positive direction. So the quadrants we need to focus on, its second quadrant because of 135 and fourth quadrant because of clockwise movement. So I will start to find out alpha first. So alpha is equals to cos inverse of under root 1 over 2. So let me find out the value of cos inverse 1 over 2. Wait. Make sure calculators are in radian mode, and cos inverse of under root 1 over 2, that will be pi over 4. So you got the value for alpha, it's pi over 4. Now I will construct the quadrants for clockwise and anti-clockwise, positive and negative. So let's suppose we are dealing this quadrant for positive 1 and this quadrant for negative 1. So cos is positive in the fourth quadrant, right? And cos is negative in the third quadrant and positive in the first quadrant as well. These are the quadrants we need to take care about. I'm going to mark alpha here. So that is alpha. That is alpha, the base angle. That is alpha, the base angle. Alright. Now, for positive movement, either we can go in this direction, right? Only this direction, because this movement will be active in the negative quadrant. So I think that this part will be constructed in the positive side too. Wait a minute. In positive quadrant, we need to go in these two. Why is it so? Cos is positive here and cos is negative here, and both the quadrants are a part of our interval, that is 135, right? For negative 1, cos is negative either in the, but this negative is because of the direction of alpha, theta. So negative means we can go in the clockwise movement, right? This negative represent clockwise movement. And this is our alpha angle. Alright, so this positive and negative is because of the direction of the theta angle. So when it's in the first quadrant, we got pi over 4. And when it's in the second quadrant, we will get pi minus pi over 4. Right? And we got the second quadrant here. That's why we are moving in the second quadrant. And first quadrant too, because first quadrant is the part of our interval. After that, for negative movement, we can travel in this way as well. And that will be negative pi over 4. So for negative, it will be minus pi over 4. So the angles we are getting, it's minus pi over 4 for clockwise, pi over 4 for anti-clockwise, and 4 pi minus pi, it will be 3 pi over 4, right? And the angle given in the question, it's 3x minus pi over 4. So that is 3x minus pi over 4. Now we need to find out the value for x here. So we are going to equate that 3x minus pi over 4 for all the individual angles. Minus pi over 4 first one. 3x minus pi over 4 is equals to pi over 4 for second one. And 3x minus pi over 4 equals to 3 pi over 4 for the third one. After that we can simplify. So 3x is equals to minus pi over 4 plus pi over 4. It will be cancelled. Minus pi over 4 plus pi over 4. After that it will be 3x equals to pi over 4 plus pi over 4. And 3x is equals to 3 pi over 4 plus pi over 4. After that we can simplify. So this one, it will be 0. It will be x is equals to 3x is equals to 2 pi upon 4. That will be 2 1s are 2 2s are. So x is equals to pi over 2, and that 3 multiplies here. So you will get pi over 6, right? And this one, it will be 3x is equals to 3 pi plus pi, 4 pi over 4, 4 and 4 cancel, and x is equals to pi over 3. So the final answers for x are x is equals to 0, comma, pi over 6, comma, pi over 3. These are the 3 possible answers for x. That is your answer. Alright, next one. Question number 4. The diagram shows triangle ABC with side AB is 4 root 3 plus 1. Alright, let me tell you, question number 1 and 3 are part of sets and matrices that is not included in our Addmath syllabus after 2020. That's why I eliminated those 2 questions. Moving back, AB 4 root 3 plus 1, angle B is a right angle. It is given that the area of the triangle is 47 over 2. Find the length of the side B and C in the form of A root 3 plus B. Alright. So the data we have is area of a triangle. At first you need to apply the working formula for area of a triangle. It is 1 over 2 base multiplied by height. Now we need to plug in the values here. So value for area is given. It's 47 over 2 is equals to 1 over 2. Base is 4 under root 3 plus 1, and height is unknown. We can simplify the equation. 2 and 2 cancels. So we got 47 divided by 4 under root 3 plus 1 is equals to height. Now we need to apply the rationalization here. So we need to multiply with denominator but with opposite sign. That's what we do in rationalization, right? Now we need to apply the brackets multiplication here. So 47 times 4, it will be 188. So it's 188 under root 3 minus 47. In the denominator, it will be an identity always. A square minus B square. And A is what? A is 4 under root 3, and B is what? B is 1. After that, so 188 under root 3 minus 47 divided by 4 root 3, it will be 16 threes are 48 minus 1. In the numerator, it will better if we take common 47 here. So it will be 4 under root 3 minus 1 divided by 47. It cancels. So we got 4 under root 3 minus 1. If we compare it with the given expression, that is a under root 3 plus b, so we got the value for a is 4 and b is negative 1. After that, hence find the length of AC in the form of p under root 2, where p is an integer. Alright. So now we need to find out the length of AC. We can do it by using Pythagoras here. So that will be hypotenuse square equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. So we can pick any length because there is no angle. So it can be AB as your opposite or adjacent. Only the thing matters in Pythagoras is the hypotenuse. That is the most important length. So hypotenuse is unknown. The length of opposite, or we can say the length of AB, is 4 under root 3 plus 1 whole square plus A is what? A, the length of A we had find out, it's 4 under root 3 minus 1. So if it is a little bit confusion for you, so let me just rewrite the formula again. H square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Alright. After that, we need to expand an identity here. That will be A square plus 2AB plus B square. That is the first bracket. The second bracket, A square minus 2AB plus B square. Plugging in the values, so A is 4 under root 3, 4 under root 3, 1 and 1. Similarly, the next one, 4 under root 3, 4 under root 3, 1 and 1. Now expand the brackets, 4, 16, 16 3s are 48, plus 2 4s are 8 under root 3, plus 1, plus 48 minus 8 under root 3, plus 1. 8 under root 3, 8 under root 3 cancels. So we got 48, 50, 50 plus 48, it is equals to 98. So 98 is the length of your hypotenuse, that is AC square. We need to apply under root on both sides. So under root of 98, it's 9.89. So the length of AC is equals to 9.89, and that is your final answer. Alright, I hope that it clears to you. After that, find the equation of normal to the curve y equals to 5 tan x minus 3 at the point where x is equals to pi over 4. Find the equation of tangent or normal. First, we need to derivate that equation. So we have y is equals to, we have y is equals to 5 tan x minus 3. Alright, first we need to differentiate it. So when you derivate it, it will be dy over dx is equals to 5. 3 will be 0. Now we need to apply the derivative of 10x. So d by dx of 10x, it's sec square x. That is the differentiation of 10x. Alright. We have the point pi over 4. So you need to plug in the value of sec square pi over 4. Now the problem here is we don't have the function sec in our calculator, but we know that sec x is equals to 1 over cos x, or we can say that cos x is equals to 1 over sec x. So first, in order to find out the value of sec, we need to find out the value of cos here, right? So if we plug in the value for pi over 4 here, so sec pi over 4 is equals to 1 over cos pi over 4. So we need to use that method here. We need to find out the value of cos pi over 4 and then 1 divided by answer. Do remember that we have sec square, it will be cos square, sec square, it will be cos square. So let me find out the value of cos square pi over 4. So cos pi over 4. Whatever the value is, I will find out the square of it. that is 0.5, and 1 divided by answer is 2. So the value of sec square x we got is 2. So the derivative is 10. Alright. After that, we need to find out the coordinates for x and y. Since x is given but we don't have the value of y, we need to use that equation y equals to 10x minus 3 to find out the y coordinate. Plug in the value of x is pi over 4 as given. So it will be y is equals to 10 pi over 4 minus 3. 10 pi over 4, it's 1 minus 3. So the value for y is minus 2. Alright. Now we have the coordinates. We have the coordinates that is pi over 4 and negative 2. We have the gradient dy over dx is equals to 10. That means we are ready to proceed with the working formula. Y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. So the value for y1 is minus 2. Gradient is 10. X minus x1 is pi over 4. Simplified. So y plus 2 equals to 10x minus 10 pi over 4. We will get y is equals to 10x minus, it will be 5 over 2 pi, and when you shift plus 2 on the right side, it will be a negative 2. Right? So finally, I can say that y equals to 10x minus 5 pi. If you take out the LCM, minus 4 divided by 2. Alright, that's how your equation will be, or you can simplify it further. If you take out the LCM, it will be 20x minus 5 pi minus 4 divided by 2 equals to y. Alright, next one. On the axis below, sketch the graph of y equals to x square minus 4x minus 12, showing the coordinates of the points where the graph meets the axis. Now it refers to axis, that means it talks about both the y-axis and the x-axis. So, firstly, if we plug in the value of x 0, if x is 0, so the value for y it is minus 12, but we have a graph of modulus, so it will turn a negative value into a positive one. So you got the value for y a positive 12 at x is equals to 0, so you got the coordinate 0, 12. That is the first point we got for the y-intercept. Now, we have an equation y is equals to, I'm just ignoring the modulus sign for this working, x square minus 4x minus 12. In order to sketch, I need to write the equation in this form, ax minus h whole square plus k. So I can easily finalize the turning point or the nature of the curve. So I will apply the completing square method. It will be x square minus 4x minus 12. Now we need to divide the coefficient of x by 2. So minus 4 upon 2, it will be minus 2. And minus 2 square is 4. So you need to add 4 and subtract 4. That is the method for completing square. And after that, from these three terms, they will form an identity. It will be x minus 2 whole square. And the leftover part, minus 4 minus 12, it will be minus 16. Right? So the equation we are working with, it's x minus 2 whole square minus 16. Now we can easily judge the turning point for this equation. It will be x is 2 and y is minus 16. So technically the turning point is x2 and y is minus 16, but due to the sign of modulus, that negative value will be reflected towards the positive x-axis. So the turning point we have, it will be at x is equals to 2, y is 16. That is the turning point of this curve. After that, we need to find out the intercept of x as well. So for x-intercept, we know that y is 0. So x square minus 4x minus 12 equal to 0. We can apply middle term. It will be x square minus 6x plus 2x minus 12 equal to 0. It will be x minus 6 plus 2x minus 6 equal to 0, and we got the value for x is minus 2 and x is equals to 6. That means that these two values, the graph cuts the x-axis at x is equals to 6 and x is equals to minus 2. And the y-intercept we had find previously, it was 0 and 12. So 0 and 12 will be like this. So now we are having the graph here. Basically the graph will be look like this one. Without the sign of modulus, the graph should be look like this one. But due to the sign of modulus, it will look like this one. That's how your graph looks like because of the sign of modulus. So it will be like this. That will be the turning point, and after that it will curve like this and then move back here. It should be a curve, not a line. That's how your graph looks like. What you need to highlight on the graph, main points, the intercepts, the turning point, these are the must highlighted point on your graph. Alright, somehow that's how your graph looks like. It's not exact, but that's the best I can plot on my device. Nextly, hence find the coordinates of the stationary points on the curve. So we have find the stationary point previously, and that was 2 and 16, which can easily be find out from this equation. Next one, find the value of k such that the equation this has only two solutions. Whenever you are getting such type of question, the first step you need to compare that equation with your previous given question. So if you compare your equation with this one, it is exactly same. So I can say that it is written as y equals to k, right? Now y equals to k, if we construct a line of y equals to constant, it will be a straight line. So y equals to k, it must be a horizontal line because there is no slope, right? So we need to construct the line in such a way that it has only two solutions now. For an example, if you construct a line like this, there are how many solutions? There are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 solutions, right? And if you draw a line at this point, there are 2 solutions, but there are many lines which have 2 solutions, right? So we need to plot a line at tangent to the turning point like this. And why is it so? Now the line cuts at 3 points, right? But if we go one step up like this, then the line will touch at only 2 points, right? Then the line will touch at only 2 points. So what we can conclude that? We can say that when k or y, when I can first relate with y, when y is greater than 16, the curve will always have 2 solutions. And how it is possible? Look here. Let's say if I draw the line here, it has 2 solution, line here, it has 2 solution, line here, it has 2 solution. But when the line is tangent, it has 3 solutions, right? So whenever it go beyond the category of 16, it's above. So that line will always have 2 points. So that's why we claim that y should be greater than 16, or we can say that k should be greater than 16 in order to line must have only 2 solutions. So that is your answer. Moving towards the next one. Question number 7. A curve showing the relationship between two variables x and y is such that d square y over dx square is 6 cos 3x, given that the curve has a gradient of 4 root 3. Now that is an important condition. We have the gradient and we also know the points of x and y. Find the equation of the curve. Keep in mind that whenever you have d square y and it says equation, that means the question belongs to the topic integration, right? So first we have d square y over dx square is equals to 6 cos 3x. If you apply the sign of integral on both sides, it will be dy over dx 6, and the integral of sine cos is sine 3x over 3 plus c, right? That leads to 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6. So you got 2 sine 3x plus c equals to dy over dx. Now we need to find out the value of y, and to find the value of y, the condition or the known parameters are dy over dx is 4 under root 3 and x is equals to pi over 9. Both of the conditions are highlighted in yellow highlighter, right? So you can easily relate them. Now it will be, I'm just plugging the values here, dy over dx is 4 root 3 is equals to 2 sine 3, x is pi over 9 and plus c. So you can simplify 3 ones are 3 threes are. It will be 2 sine pi over 3 plus c is equals to 4 under root 3. So you can find out the value of sine pi over 6. Make sure calculators are in degree mode. So sine pi over 6 is 1 over 2. So you got 2 whole 1 upon 2 plus c 4 under root 3. 2 and 2 cancels, you will get 4 under root 3 minus 1 equal to c. A minute, I think I made some mistake. 3, it's pi over 3. It's pi over 3. So sine pi over 3, let me just find out the value. That will be root 3 over 2. So sine pi over 3, it will be under root 3 over 2. 2 and 2 cancels. And you will get 4 under root 3 minus under root 3 equal to c. And c is equals to 3 under root 3. Alright. We are going to plug in the value for c in this equation and we will get dy over dx is equals to 2 sine 3x plus c is what? 3 under root 3. Since we need to find the equation of a curve, so we need to integrate that equation again. Apply integral sign on both sides. Integral of dy over dx is, it will be y is equals to 2. The integral of sine 3x, it will be minus cos 3x over 3 plus 3 under root 3x and then a constant is d because we had already used c in the previous part. Now we need to plug in the value for xy. So x is pi over 9 and y is negative 1 over 3. We need to plug in the value. So y is minus 1 over 3 equals to 2 minus 2 cos 3. X is pi over 9 over 3 plus 3 under root 3. X is pi over 9 plus d. We need to simplify it, alright? We need to simplify. So firstly, it will be 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. It will be 3 ones are 3 and 3 threes are 9. So on my left side, it will be minus 1 over 3 equals to minus 2 over 3. Now the value for cos pi over 3, cos pi over 3, it will be 0.5, it's 1 upon 2. So cos pi over 3 is 1 over 2 plus under root 3 pi plus d. Alright. Now we need to make d the subject here. So 2 and 2 cancels. So minus 1 over 3. This minus 1 over 3 when shift on the left side, it will be plus 1 over 3. Plus root 3 on my left side, it will be minus root 3 pi equals to d. So minus and plus cancel. So you got the value for d, it's minus under root 3 pi. I'm going to plug in the value of d in this equation, this one. So now it will be y is equals to minus 2 cos 3x divided by 3 plus 3 under root 3x minus under root 3 pi. Right? I think here we have root 3 over 3. Yes, we have root 3 over 3. So let me mark root 3 over 3. So d is root 3 over 3. And that will be the final equation of curve. That is your answer. I hope that it is clear to you. Next one. Given that the first 4 terms in the expansion of 2 plus kx power 8 are 256, 256x px square and qx cube, find the value of k, p and of q. So at first we need to expand this this expansion. It's 2 plus kx to the power 8. So I'm just writing down the values here. The value for n is 8. The value of a is 2 and the value for b is kx. I'm going to apply the expansion formula here which says that a to the power n plus n combination 1 a to the power n minus 1. So 8 minus 1 7 and b to the power 1 plus 8 combination 2 a to the power n minus 2 6 and b to the power 2 plus 8 combination 3, a to the power 8 minus 3, 5, and b to the power cube, and so on. But we are going to stop here because we are looking for qx power cube. I'm going to substitute values here. So it will be, what is a? A is 2, a is 2, and the value for b we have, it's kx. So b is kx. Alright, now we need to simplify it. So 2 to the power n, that is 60, 2 power 8. So 2 power 8, it's 256, plus 8 combination 1 is 8, 2 power 7, it's 128, times kx, plus 8 combination 2. So you can use your calculator to find 8 combination 2, that is 28, and I'm going to find 8 combination 3, it will be 56. So 2 to the power 6, it will be 64 k square x square plus 2 to the power 5. It's 32 k cube x cube. Alright, so we have expanded the formula till x cube because we need to compare the coefficient of these 4 terms to find the value of k, p and q. So at first I will begin with the constant value. The constant is 256. Let me just highlight the constant value. 256 I am getting, and 256 present in the question. That means there is no need to compare the constant value. After that, I am going to start with the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 8 times 218 times k, and the coefficient of x is 256. So I will equate both of them. So 8 times 128 times k is equals to 256. What I done? I just compared the coefficient of x. Both sides x coefficient, I have just equate them. And now I need to simplify. So 256 divided by 8 divided by 128, it is 1 over 4. So we got the value for k, it's 1 over 4. After that, we need to compare the coefficient for x square. So the coefficient for x square is this complete coefficient, and on right side we have p. So we need to equate both of them. So that will be 28 times 64 times k square equals to p. I am going to place the value for p here. So 28 times 64, it's 1792. K square, 1 upon 4 square is 1 upon 16 equals to p. So divided by 16. So p is equals to 112. Similarly, I need to do the same process for q, and q is the coefficient of x cube. So the coefficient of x cube is this term we have, and in the question it's q. So we need to equate both of them. It will be 56 times 32 times k cube equals to q. Placing the value for k here, 56, 32, k is 1 over 4 to the power cube equals to q. Solve them. 56 times 32 divided by 4 cube, 64. That will be 28. So we got the value for p, q and k, that is 1 over 4, 112 and 28. These three values are your answer. Moving towards the next one. Find the term that is independent of x in the expansion. Alright. To find the term independent of x, the first thing we need to use the working formula TR plus 1 is equals to NCR a to the power n minus r b to the power r. That is the working formula. And in that working formula, the value of r is basically unknown. So first I will place the value for n is 9, a is x, b is minus 2 over x square, and I need to plug in the values here. So n is what? 9, combination r is unknown, a is what? X to the power 9 minus r, b is minus 2 over x square to the power r. That is the first step. After that, I will gather all the powers of x. So let me highlight the ones which have power with x. So I am going to separate x these two x, right? So how I am going to write this one? It will be x to the power 9 minus r divided by this x. It will be x to the power 2 times r, it will be 2r. So you got x power 2r. If I simplify it further, it will be x 9 minus r. And when you shift that 2r in the numerator, it will be minus 2r. It means now we have x to the power 9 minus 3r. We need to equate that with x to the power 0. And why is it so? Because it says independent of x. So whenever you have independent of x, that means there should not be any variable like x. That's why we are using x power 0. And now we need to equate the powers. So 9 minus 3r equals to 0. 9 equals to 3r, and you got the value for r, that is equals to 3. Once you have the value for r, you need to plug in that value in this equation. So that will be 9 combination 3, x to the power 9 minus 3 minus 2 over x square to the power 3. Simplify. So 9 combination 3, let me find out. 9 combination 3, it's 84. 84 x to the power 6 minus 2 cube minus 8 divided by x power 6. You can simplify. So x power 6, x power 6 cancels, and the leftover part is 84 times 8. It is equals to minus 672. That is a term independent of x. That is the coefficient of the term independent of x, and that is your answer. Moving towards the next question. Question number 9. 5 different books are to be arranged on a shelf. There are 2 mathematics books and 3 history books. Find the number of different arrangements of books if the math books are next to each other. Now the first keyword in the question is the word arrangement. That means the topic is from the subtopic permutation, right? Since we have 5 different books, so I'm going to make them like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of these 5 books, we have 2 maths books, and those maths books are always next to each other. So what I will do, I will make a box here, and these 2 math books are always together, right? So inside that box we have math book, right? Now this box can be placed to 4 places, right? 1, 2, 3, and the 4, the box itself. Now the box can be from this point to this point, right? Box can be here, box can be here. So there are 4 factorial ways for the box. And now if we observe that in that box these 2 books can be shuffled as well. Let's suppose this is book 1, book 2, or you can say that no, this is book 2 and book 1. So they can shuffle inside that box. So you need to multiply it by 2. So 4 factorial is 4 3s are 12 to the 24. 24 times 2, it will be 48. So that is your first part answer. After that, the maths books are not next to each other. So if it's not next to each other, what we will find first? We will find 5 factorial, that if all the 5 books are arranged without any restriction. And 5 factorial, it will be 5 times 4, 3, 2, 1. That is equals to 120. So 5 factorial is 120. So you need to subtract 120 and 48. Because in 48 we are just highlighting that if the 2 books are together. So if we subtract these options from the total, then all those 2 books cannot be together. So 120 minus 48, it is equals to 72, and that will be your answer. Alright, for the next one. To compete in a quiz, a team of 5 is to be chosen from the group. At first, let me highlight the keyword here chosen. That means the question is from the combination subtopic. From a group of 9 men and 6 women, find the number of different teams that can be chosen if there are no restrictions. So total we have 9 plus 6, 15 persons. 9 plus 6, 15. And if there is no restriction, so we got 15 combination 5. Any 5 can be picked out from the 15%. So 15 combination 5, it will be 3003. That is your first part answer. After that, it says at least 2 men must be on the team. At least 2 men. Now there are some cases here. First, let me mark the men's and women's, right? At least 2 men. So if we have 2 men, that means now we are dealing with 3 women. because we need to make a team of 5 players, right? Or we can say that if we have 3 men, if we have 3 men, so we got 2 women, 3 plus 2, 5. If we got 4 men, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can pick only 1 woman. Or if we pick all 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we pick all 5 of them, there is no need for a woman, because the condition clearly states at least 2 men. It doesn't talk about the woman. So now I'm going to apply the working formula here. So if you got 2 men out of 9, it will be 9 combination 2 multiplied by 6 combination 3. First case, 9 combination 3 times 6 combination 2 second, 9 combination 4 into 6 combination 1, and lastly 9 combination 5. We need to solve and write down the answers. So 9 combination 3, it's 9 combination 2, it's 36 times 6 combination 3, that will be 20. So 36 times 20, it's 720. First one. After that, 9 combination 3, it's 84 times 6 combination 2, it's 15. So 84 into 15, it's 1260. After that, 9 combination 4, it's 126 times 6 is equals to 756. And lastly, 9 combination 5, so it's 126. And now we need to add all the values. 126 plus 756 plus 1260 plus 720. So we got 2862 ways. In order, there must be at least 2 men in the team, and that will be your answer. After that, question number 10 from the topic circular measure. It says that diagram shows an isosceles triangle. Now that is the important keyword we have, isosceles triangle, such that AC is 10, AB is equals to BC equal to 6. BX is an arc of a circle. Arc of a circle means we are having a radius here, center C, and BY is an arc of a circle, center A. Now, center A, B, BY. If I am going to highlight a sector here, it will be like this. Now that is one sector, right? It's one sector BAY, the first one, and also we have BX, the second one. It will be like this, highlighting with orange pen. So, and lastly, so we got 2 sectors, right? We got 2 sectors, and why I am highlighting it, because these 2 lengths, the red one lengths are equal because of radius, and these 2 orange lengths are equal because of radius. So that's why I am highlighting it. All right. It says that show that angle ABC is 1.970. So basically we are looking for this angle ABC. Now there are 2 ways. Either you can apply further trigonometry, but I suggest that it will be a lengthy one. So what you will do, since we are dealing with an isosceles triangle, so if we draw a line at 90, in isosceles triangle, it divides the length in 2 equal parts. So we got 5 and 5 on both sides, right? I'm going to mark an angle here and label it X here. So now I can find out the value of X simply by using trigonometry. It will be sine X is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Make sure that your calculators are in radian mode. So sine 5 over 6 and inverse of sine, that leads to 0.985. Alright, 0.985 radian. Now focus that we had find out the half angle only, the other half will be same. So that complete angle, for a complete angle of ABC, all we need is to multiply that angle by 2. 0.985 times 2, it will be 1.970 radian, and you need to show the same. That is your first part answer. After that, find out the perimeter of the shaded region. Alright, so we got the angle of this complete angle we had find out, it's 1.970. Alright, so I'm going to label two angles here, and these two angles will be same, y and y. Why they are same? Because we are dealing with isosceles triangle. So I will solve the triangle first. It will be y plus 1.970 is equals to pi, because 180 degree is equals to pi. So if you solve it, it will be 2y is equals to pi minus 1.970. So if you simplify pi minus 1.970, it will be 1.171 2y, and y is equals to 0.586. That is your angle y. Alright. Why we need to find the angle y? Because if you observe that length by is an arc length, right? It is an arc length. So now we have the angle y with us. So we can apply the simple working formula for arc length is S is equals to r theta. The value for radius is 6 and theta we had find out 0.586 into 6. So that leads to 3.515. Now this length and this length, they will be equal, right? So all we need is to add these two, right? So I will add the arc length, or I can multiply it by 2 to find out the arc length of xb, by and xb. They both have same arc length, that's why I'm just multiplying by 2. So it will be 3.515 times 2, that leads to 7.03. So the arc length we got is 7.03, both of the arc lengths. Now the leftover part is this length, right? We don't know the value for this length, but we can clearly observe that this side we have it's 5 and we are dealing with 6 here. This point is important. If I'm going to ask you the length from this part to this part, alright, now that length will be 6 centimeter. Why? Because that will be the radius, right? So if it's 6, so that complete length is 6. Now let me mark the length 6 here. From this point to this point, the length is 6 centimeter, right? The length is 6 centimeter, and we know very well the length from this point to this point. It is 5 as marked already 5. This is 5, right? So this part, it will be 6 minus 5, it's 1, right? So I can say that this length it will be 1. If it's 1, so this length will be 1 as well. So the total length it will be 2, right? So what I will do, I will add 2 in this length. 7.03 plus 2, it will be 9.03, and that will be the perimeter of the shaded region, and that is your answer. Alright, next one. Find the area of the shaded region. Alright. To find the area of the shaded region, what is our strategy? First, I will find out the area of this sector, right? And multiply it by 2. So I will get the area of this sector. Alright. And then I will subtract it from area of a triangle. Step by step. First thing, I will start with area of sector. And the working formula is 1 upon 2 r square theta, right? Since both of the sectors are equal, so the value for y we had find out already, it's 0.586 and radius is 6, 0.586. 0.586, that is the theta, and radius is 6 square divided by 2. Since we have two sectors, so I will multiply it by 2. 2 and 2 cancels. So the answer is 36 times 0.586. It's 21.096. That is the area of the two sectors. Now I will start working for area of a triangle. The working formula is 1 upon 2 A B sine C. Radius we have it 6, and the angle. Angle we had find in the first part, it was 1.970. It was 1.970, right? Make sure that your calculator is in radian mode. So 1.970, sine of it 0.923, 2 1s are 2, 3s are 3 6 are 18 times 18. So you will get 16.585, right? Now we need to find the area of the shaded part. So for area of the shaded part, all I need is to subtract 21.096 and 16.585. 21.096. So that gives me the value of 4.511 centimeter square for area of the shaded region, and we need to give your answer in 3 significants. So 4.51 centimeter square, that will be your answer finally. Alright, next one. Question number 11. The line y equals to x minus y plus 2 intersects the curve. Now the key point in this part is intersects. Intersects highlight that you need to solve via simultaneous equation. At point A and B, the perpendicular bisector of AB intersects the curve. At point C and D, find the length of CD in the form of this. Alright. So first you need to find the coordinates of A and B. So I'm just marking the heading here. Coordinates of A and B. That is our first step to find out. Alright. And this can be done by using simultaneous equation. So the first equation we have, it's x minus y plus 2 equal to 0, and the next equation we have 2x square minus y square plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. I will make y the subject from this equation. So if I make y the subject, it will be x plus 2 equals to y, right? How is it so? Minus y, when you shift on the right side, it will be plus y, and x plus 2 remain as it is. The benefit is now we can use this value of y in our second equation. Alright, so now it will be 2x square minus y square plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. Instead of y, I will use a value that is x plus 2. And now we need to solve the bracket here. 2x square minus x square plus 4x plus 4 plus 2x plus 1. There is no need to hurry, because if you hurry, most of the students make mistake in signs here. So try to do all the steps one by one. So make sure that there is no mistake in the sign as well. Now we need to expand the bracket. 2x square minus x square minus 4x minus 4 plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. We can simplify it now. 2x square minus x square, it will be x square, minus 4 plus 2 minus 2x, minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 equal to 0. Now we are having a quadratic equation. We can simplify by using middle term. It will be x square minus 3x plus x minus 3 equal to 0. Taking common x minus 3 plus 1, x minus 3 equal to 0. We can take common x minus 3, and the leftover part we have, it's x plus 1 equals to 0. Equate both of them to 0. X minus 3 equal to 0 and x plus 1 equals to 0. So you got the value for x is 3 and x is negative 1. Alright. These are the x coordinates. Now once we have the value for the x coordinate, we can simply use them to find the value of y. And the y value is y equals to x plus 2. I'm going to use that. Y is equals to x plus 2 and y equals to x plus 2. Placing the value of x in this equation, so y is equals to x is 3 plus 2, so y is equals to 5, y is equals to minus 1 plus 2, and y equals to 1. So we got the coordinate here. When x is 3, y is 5, and when x is minus 1, y is 1, so we label them A and B. So this is your first part of the question, that we need to find out the coordinates for A and B. And after that, it says we need to find the perpendicular bisector of A and B. All right. So the coordinates for A we have it's 3, 5. So A is 3, 5 and B is -1, 1. To find out the equation of perpendicular bisector, the first step we need to find out the midpoint. And the working formula is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. 3 minus 1, 2 over 2, 1, 5 plus 1, 6 upon 2, 3. That is the midpoint. The second one, we need to find out the gradient, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 1 minus 5, negative 4, minus 1 minus 3, minus 4, you got 1. At third, we need to apply the condition for perpendicular gradient m1 times m2 equal to -1. So m1 is 1, m2 is what we are looking for equals to -1. So you got the value for m2 equals to -1. Alright, so we got the gradient and we got the point as well. For equation of line, we use the working formula y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. Placing the values for x and y. So y minus, now y1 is the midpoint and x1 is the midpoint, right? So y minus 3 is equals to m is -1, x minus 1. Simplify, y minus 3 equals to minus x plus 1, and if you arrange, so it will be x plus y equals to 4. That is your equation of perpendicular bisector. After that, we had done our question till this part, this one, perpendicular bisector. Now this bisector intersects the curve at point C and D. That means now we need to solve simultaneous equation of the bisector and this one. Alright, so I am going to write down the equation here first. We have 2x square minus y square plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0, right? Now we need to make x or y the equation subject here. So this time, let's say I'm going to make y the subject, because y I need to place only one time. If I make x the subject, I need to place x 2 times. So I will again make y the subject. So y is equals to 4 minus x, and I am going to plug the value of y in this equation. So now it will be 2x square minus y square plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Instead of y, we need to place 4 minus x. 2x square minus 4 square is 16, minus 2 4s are 8x plus x square, that is an algebraic identity, plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. You got 2x square minus 16 plus 8x minus x square plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. 2x square minus square x square, 8x and 2x 10x, minus 16 plus 1 minus 15 equal to 0. Alright, so we got the equation x square plus 10x minus 15 equals to 0. Now we need to solve via middle term. So 15. 3 times 5, but 5 3s are not equals to 10, sorry. Not solve it with the help of middle term, so I need to apply a quadratic formula here, which is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. That is quadratic formula. Simplified, it will be minus 10 plus minus under root 10 square is 100, minus minus plus 15 4s are 60 divided by 2. Simplify further, minus 10 plus minus under root of 160 divided by 2. Find out the value of under root 160. That will be 4 under root 10. So you got minus 10 plus minus 4 under root 10 divided by 2. We can simplify, or we can take 2 common here in the numerator. So it will be minus 5 plus minus 2 under root 10 divided by 2. 2 and 2 cancels. So you got the value for x is minus 5 plus minus 2 under root 10. Alright, that is the first coordinate value we have for x. Its value for x. Alright, now we need to find out the value for y here. And for y, I'm going to use that equation we made the subject, y equals to 4 minus x. Again, I'm using it. Y equals to 4 minus x. Alright, so I'm going to plug in the value for x here. So y equals to 4 minus x is what? X is minus 5 plus minus 2 under root 10. Expand the bracket, it will be y equals to 4 plus 5. It will be plus minus as it is 2 under root 10. And you got y equals to 9 plus minus 2 under root 10. That will be the possible coordinate value for y. Alright, so you got the value for x and you got the value for y. And now it says find the length of the line ACD. Alright. Now we need to find out the length of CD. So we got the value for C and D both. Let's suppose if we say the possible coordinate for C is minus 5 plus 2 under root 10, comma. So when x is plus, it will be 9 minus 2 under root 10. That will be for C. And for D, if it's minus 5 minus 2 under root 10, it will be 9 plus 2 under root 10. Alright, why is it so? Because if you plug in the value here, right, only plus. So minus plus, it will be minus. That is why if we place x plus, so y is negative. That is the reason. And now we need to simplify it to find out the length of CD. So the working formula to find out the length is CD is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So that is my x1, y1 and it's x2 and y2. Now I'm going to place the values here. What is x2? x2 is minus 5 minus 2 under root 10. x2 minus x1. What is x1? x1 is minus 5 plus 2 under root 10. x2 minus x1 and then whole square. So that is a whole square. x2 minus x1 whole square plus again y2. y2 is what? 9 plus 2 under root 10 minus y1. 9 minus 2 under root 10 and whole square of it. Alright, now we can simplify it further. First we need to expand the brackets. It will be minus 5 minus 2 under root 10 minus minus plus 5 minus 2 under root 10 and whole square plus 9 plus 2 under root 10 minus 9 minus minus plus 2 under root 10 and whole square. We can simplify here. So minus 5 plus 5 cancel and minus 2 minus 4 under root 10 whole square plus 9 and 9 cancel, 2 plus 2 4 under root 10 whole square with a root sign. If you simplify it further, 4 square is 16. Root 10 square, it will be 10 plus 16 into 10 with the root sign. That leads to 160 plus 160, it will be 320. And the question says we need to show that in the form of a root 5, right? A root 5. Now you need to find out the surd value of 320. So 320 surd value is 8 under root 5 from your calculator. If you compare it, it is a root 5. It is a root 5, so a is 8. And that will be your answer. The question is a little bit lengthy, not a little bit, it's lengthy question, but it's easy. The whole part that we have applied 2 times simultaneous equation, that's why the solution is lengthy. After that, question number 12. It says that given that 2 power 2x minus 1 times 4 into x plus 4 power x plus y equals to 128. Alright. It says 2 power 2x minus 1 times 4 power x plus y is equals to 128. We need to make the bases same. So the first one will be same, 2 power 2x minus 1 times. It says 4 to the power x plus y. And 4 is what? 4 is nothing but 2 square is equals to 128. So 2 power 7. It's 128. Alright. Now it will be 2 power 2x minus 1 times 2 power 2x plus 2y is equals to 2 power 7. Right? Since bases are same, we can equate the powers. So it will be 2x minus 1 plus 2x plus 2y equal to 7. What we had done here, we just equate powers because bases are same, a rule of indices. Now it will be 4x plus 2y is equals to 8, and we can divide it by 2 whole equation. It will be 2x plus y is equals to 4. That is the first equation we got. We need to do the same method for the second given equation. It is 9 2y minus x divided by 27y minus 4 equals to 1. At first, if we shift it on the right side, it will be multiply with 1. So you got 9 to the power 2y minus x is equals to 27 to the power y minus 4. If I write this form as 2y minus x is equals to 27 to the power y minus 4. Instead of 9, I can write 3 power 2. Instead of 27, it will be 3 power cube. Now the benefit is both sides the bases are same. So we got 3 to the power 2 to the 4y minus 2x equals to 3 to the power 3y minus 12. Bases are same, equate the powers. So we got 4y minus 2x equals to 3y minus 12. 4y minus 3y, it will be y minus 2x equals to minus 12. Right? So that is the second equation we got. Now we got two equations. We need to apply simultaneous equation. Simultaneous solving equation. So the first equation we have, it's 2x plus y equals to 4, and the next equation we got minus 2x plus y equals to minus 12. We just need to add them. So minus 2x plus 2x cancel. Y plus y, 2y, and minus 12 plus 4, it's minus 8. So you got the value for y, it's negative 4. Alright. Once you have the value of y, you can place in any equation. I'm going to place this one. So 2x plus y, it's basically minus 4 equals to 4. Minus 4 on the right side, it will be plus 4. 8 equals to 2x, and x is equals to 4. So you got the coordinates, integer values for x and y. It's 4 and minus 4. That is your answer. Next one. Solve 5 power 2z plus 5 power z minus 1 equals to 0. So we are going to make supposition here. We are going to say that 5 power z equals to k. Let's suppose we suppose that. Alright, so 5 power 2z, it will be k square, right? So it will be 2k square plus k minus 1 equals to 0. Now we having a simple quadratic equation. It will be 2k square plus 2k minus k minus 1 equals to 0. Taking common, that will be 2k. It will be k plus 1 minus 1, and it will be k plus 1 equals to 0. Taking common, k plus 1. Leftover part 2k minus 1 equals to 0. Equate both of them to 0. So k plus 1 equals to 0 and 2k minus 1 equals to 0. So you got k equals to negative 1 and you got k equals to 1 over 2. Alright, now we need to use that equation, the supposition equation. 5 power z equals to k and 5 power z equals to k. Why I have written 2 times? Because I got two values for k. So 5 power z equals to minus 1 and 5 power z equals to 1 over 2. Since power in terms of variable, we need to apply log on both sides. Log or ln, you can apply any. Alright, the power of log is it can bring the power as a coefficient. So we got z log 5 equals to log of negative 1. Log of negative 1 will be undefined, so there will be no answer for this part. Second one, it will be z log 5 equals to log 1 over 2. We need to find the value of z here, so z equals to log 1 over 2 divided by log 5. And we can simplify it. Let me open calculator. So that will be log of 0.5 divided by log of 5. The answer is negative 0.4. Alright, the value of z is negative 0.431. That is the possible value of z. We need to show both of the methods, but this method will be undefined because log cannot be solved with negative numbers. So that is the completion of this paper. I hope that you have a clear idea of how to solve such type of questions. And if there anything that you are not clear, feel free to drop me a message on my channel. And if you are new at my channel, I welcome you, and I really appreciate if you just hit the subscribe button and the bell icon too. Inshallah, in the next video, I will solve some other papers. And if there is anything I can help you with in maths, Addmath, AS Math, A2 Math, feel free to drop me a message on my channel. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.